Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. For today's video, you join me with a 2019 Kia Stinger. This is a GT1 rear-wheel drive. I'm going to show you around the vehicle real quick, then we're going to go ahead and take it for a drive. As always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. Let's get into this video, shall we? Looking on the outside of the 2019 Stinger GT1, there's your key fob right here. I do like the key design. Nice lock up there. Almost remind me like a bomb almost. But that's crazy. But so you can see it does have a nice red exterior with full LED lighting. The dark chrome trim. There are Brembo brakes. 225 rear front tires with 255 rear tires. 19-inch rims all around. The vehicle is about 190 inches long. All of the underpinnings are shared with the Genesis G70. They have nice quad exhaust at the back with full LED taillights. And it does have a hatch. When you get the GT2, you do get a power trunk lid. 24 cubic feet of space. Spare tire. That literally doubles once you fold down the rear seats. You can get a cargo cover to cover up your storage. Let me show you guys under the hood. Now, of course, we already did a review in, I believe, October, November. So I'm just going to basically go over a couple of differences between this one and that one. This being a GT1. So you see you have your 3.3 liter twin turbo V6, 365 horses and 376 pound-foot of torque. 0 to 60 is 4.7 seconds, while achieving 17 in the city and 25 on the highway. So you have a full panoramic sunroof. Now let me show you guys the rear seats. I have the position set up for my height at 5'6". And I have to tell you though, there's plenty of room back here. I literally have about 4 or 5 inches of leg room. Headroom is about maybe 1.5 inches. You have climate controls back here. USB port with 12 volt. As you look to the front cabin. Automatic windows. Nice high quality material with aluminum. Harman Kardon surround sound speaker system. You do also have some cup holders right here. There's LED illumination. But let's go ahead and hop into the cockpit of the Stinger, where all of the action happens, as this is a driver focused vehicle. Of course, have your mirror and window controls right here with 2-person memory, Power folding mirrors. It's a nice touch. Now if you get the GT2 pack, you do get power bolsters and a cushion extension. Right here is how you control your blind spot assist, lane keeping assist, opening your fuel tank, as well as screen brightness. Have a power tilt telescoping steering wheel. I'd say the seats are very comfortable and are perfect for my frame. The bolstering isn't bad either. Looking in front of you, you have a 7-inch display right here with your speed. You can actually change that from heading, different vehicle information, as well as different settings right here. You see you also do have the ambient lighting too, the interior. This is also how you control all of your drive assistance technology. It does have the smart cruise control, lane keeping assist, all of which we'll talk about on the highway. Different convenience features, traffic displays, etc. And of course, since this is a sports sedan, you have your oil, your torque, your turbo pressure, lap timer, as well as G-force meter. The steering wheel is a flat bottom design. I like the GT inscription on the bottom. We have nice high quality paddle shifters. Looking right here into the center console, you have a wireless phone charger right here. Works perfectly fine with my iPhone 13. USB port with a 12-volt connectivity. If you put it into reverse, you do have a backup camera. You get a GT2 and you get the 360 camera. Manual mode is down here on this side. Coming right here, you have your automatic parking brake with a auto hold. Traction with 2 phases, so you have regular traction off. And then you have, if you hold it down, traction and stability goes off. Your different various drive modes right here, you toggle. You have comfort, eco, smart, which is adaptive. You have a sport as well as a custom mode, which I'll talk about in a minute. This also does have auto start stop right here, which we'll try when we hit the road, as well as 3-stage heated and cooled front seats. Some more storage right here, perfect for your key fob. Storage down there. Of course, your push button start on this side. You do have your infotainment screen, which is touchscreen. You can use these shortcut buttons right here, flanked with a dual zone climate control. So you have all of your different presets. So you got your radio, AM, FM, as well as Sirius XM radio. Your media sources when you connect the device via the USB port. And you do have your navigation, which we're going to go ahead and try out the navigation test right now. Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis fashion, it is pretty easy. The response is pretty quick with the display. You can see the navigation starts up no problem at all, and it's quick to respond. Over here on this side, you have your vehicle settings. So if you go over in the vehicle, you can change the sound enhancer on the interior to try it when you hit the road, as well as a custom mode, which you can change your powertrain, steering, as well as suspension. So let's say you want to have the powertrain in sport, but then you want to have the suspension in comfort, so you're not feeling everything. You can do that, and it's possible. But back over into settings, you have your sound functions, display functions, your UVO screen functions, and everything. Up here you do have LED illumination. These are your controls for your panoramic sunroof right here. Lets in a lot of light. Right here you do have your lighting right here for your mirror. You see it is LED illumination, which is a plus for this. The auto dimming rear view mirror. But we're gonna go ahead and take for a drive and see how she does. All right, taking off in the Stinger GT1. Now this example does have nearly 40,000 miles on it. And it feels very well put together. But besides the panoramic sunroof up top, a little bit of creaking noises, which is kind of common with these Stinger and G70 based vehicles. can hear the sound enhancer on the interior. Now this is the rear-wheel drive model. We'll go ahead and put it back into its default comfort mode. But this is the rear-wheel drive model, so you can really let it slide out. Now I tried everything in the all-wheel drive version to get it to slide out, and unfortunately I wasn't able to. But this one, you can really feel that it wants to. And that was with traction on. Nice controllable slide right there. Visibility is good out the front. The mirrors are a good size. And out the rear, you do have to be careful of like the sides. You can see perfect out the back, but the sides on like the C-pillars, you can't really see. It's like a blind spot right there. I have to say though, this car really doesn't get much appreciation for how good it is. I mean, honestly, it is a good option. And I also appreciate too that the ride quality is good. Really goes over the bumps. It's obviously like a bigger entry in the segment, but it does a good job at going over the bumps. And there's a nice middle ground between the sports sedan and you get like the mid-size package, which is a plus. And even in comfort mode, you got the mid-range torque, which just pulls you. I mean, we're just around 3,000 RPM, and as you can see, just lean on it a little bit, and it just takes off. Even in comfort mode, the turning is very good. It's precise and direct. We're gonna go ahead and hit the back road and see how she does. A couple miles, camera off, and I do have to say though, in sport mode, the steering can be a little bit light. I do wish it did have a little bit more heft and feel. So when you put it on over in sport. I'll show you guys a little bit of the active engine sound. So this is in its off mode. So that's off. Here's enhanced. Minimize. Then one other thing I forgot to tell you though is it does have a coasting feature in Eco Smart. So it will coast to conserve fuel economy. Wow. That chassis balance. Damn. You can feel the back just slide around with you. Alright, we're in the school zone. We're just gonna take it easy around here. But I have to say that this car is awesome now. really provides a nice balance of sportiness, but at the same time, it has more the practicality of a mid-sized vehicle. Compared to other cars in the segment, it has more backseat legroom. And gas mileage is spot on with what the EPA estimates. Even just leaning on that torque. On the brakes, turning is great. What? Lovely balance. This car is a great turning though. Hard on those Brembos. Wow. Wow. Alright, we're just gonna leave it in sport. First, you got some traffic around us, so we're just gonna do like a 30 and just look. And the Brembo brakes, bringing me back down in no time. You know, unfortunately, when you have traffic, like a day like today, things are just a little bit backed up. And as I said, the steering can be a little bit heavier. I need a little bit more heft, but it's very direct in its feedback. I mean, the front is very darty and pointy. Alright, heading on over to the back road. Nice little slide. Okay. I have to say, I do like the rotation on the rear end with this car. Even with traction on, it just slides out. It's so controllable. And it's so confident to do it as well. I mean, just... Now we do have the moonroof tilted open so you can hear a little bit more of the exhaust. But we are going to try a launch control and see how good the rear-wheel drive puts down its power. Alright, we're on the brakes. Turn everything off, foot on brake gas. And I have to say though, the acceleration is very strong. Even opposed to the all-wheel drive version, it literally takes off. I mean, there's no need for all-wheel drive. This thing hooks, it really does. Even in sport mode, it's very calm, smooth. Now, Now you do have plenty of modifications for these cars if you wanted to get modifications done. You got tunes, intakes, exhaust to really bring out the volume of this vehicle. I mean, in the rear it doesn't even rotate or nothing in a straight line. It's so crazy. The amount of mechanical grip this car has. Like I said, it was set up very well. A little bit more precision with the steering, and then I think this will be a perfect vehicle. But of course, you also do have the G70, which is more sporty oriented, and it also has more luxury. And on the brakes. Damn. Whoa. and the balance of the chassis. This car just carries its speed so well around the back road. And the Brembo brakes, without even leaning on them all the way, bring you down to a stop in like no time. And you're just hustling this thing. Now it can get a little more planted when you put on some aftermarket springs, but other than that, the car is perfect as is. But we are going to hit the highway and see how she does. Alright, we're entering the highway. We're going to try out the driver assistance technology. It does have adaptive cruise, lane keeping assist with steer assist. Of course, your blind spot assist, and as well as automatic emergency braking for the front. Now, speaking of gas mileage, this does get pretty good gas mileage and is right on par with what the EPA suggests. If you're on the highway and you're in eco and you do a lot of coasting when you have it activated, you can get over 30 miles to gallon on the highway. We are going to try out the adaptive cruise control. It does have 3 following distances, 4 actually. So it can follow the traffic in front of it. It's using the camera right here. It'll control the braking, acceleration. You see it also has the steering assist and everything active. How the interior cabin noise is, doing just under 70 miles an hour, and cabin noise isn't too bad. Could be a little bit quieter. I know the G70 has a little more sound deadening in the windows, but overall it's pretty good. Now that little noise you hear is mostly from that Jeep Wrangler with its loud off-road tires. It makes like a whole bunch of noise between that and that truck right there. say that the 8-speed automatic is very quick at shifting when in sport mode, and in its tailored back eco or comfort setting, it's very calm, not aggressive at all. Just slides in the gears, no problem at all, very smooth. And the power. There's lots of that, lots of power. And unfortunately today we do have a lot of traffic, so I don't know what's up with that, but I have to say though, the sound enhancer does sound pretty good when it revs up. There's like literally no problem with it. I like how it sounds. Sounds aggressive. A little bit of delay when you hit the paddle shifters, but other than that, it's not bad at all. Let's see if I can get you guys another acceleration before we wrap up this video. I do have to say that I like how driver focused it is. You have the different displays and the turbo, the G-force and everything. Just feels like it's a driver's car. But the most important thing you need in your center screen is the speed, because this thing hauls. This thing is quick. And it has 376 pound-foot of torque, so the mid-range torque is very good. Definitely don't have to rev out the engine because it has plenty of power and acceleration. The turning radius is pretty good at 190 inches long, just over 1 lock to lock. Give that car a minute to get up there, because this thing is it's quick. These cars in Korea will get you to your meeting or your doctor's appointment right on time. And back to reality. Now, of course, it does have launch control, which we are going to try that out real quick. Nobody's behind us. Foot on the brake, everything on. See, this spin up the rears just a little bit, but we did have enough temperature in the tires. This thing just takes off like a missile. About 4.7 seconds to 60 right there. No problem at all. Alright, we're going to hit a little U-turn and get into my final comments of what I think about the Stinger. internal traction. Drag the steering wheel. Dang. But yeah, so the Kia Stinger, what do I think about the car overall? Now, it doesn't have the cachet of the German cars with its name or its history or anything, but provides basically everything for a fraction of the price. Now, obviously not fraction of the price, but $10,000 cheaper. Now, it isn't as fast as those options, which, I mean, obviously you can get a tune, and intake, exhaust, you can get all that stuff, and be basically just as fast as that, and have a Korean car that rivals the German option. Yeah. So yeah, guys, we are back at our final destination. Hope you guys liked the video. As always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. With more car fun and excitement. This is Chris signing out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.